Well, the hype train for Shamrock just came to a screeching halt in Doha. After months of build-up, largely thanks to his famous teammate, Paddy the Body, Rock finally stepped into the UFC octagon for his debut, and to put it mildly, it did not go as planned. Paddy was right there in his corner, having spent weeks telling everyone how his friend was going to take the UFC by storm. But the man standing across the cage, Nurullo Aliyev, clearly didn't get the memo. Aliyev was no easy first opponent. He was undefeated in the UFC and showed exactly why.
From the opening bell, it was all Aliyev. The class difference was just undeniable.
Shamrock seemed completely out of his depth, struggling to land anything significant. The first 2 rounds were a wash, with Aliyev comfortably outworking him. Sure, Rock started to find a bit of a rhythm in the 3rd round. You could almost see him growing into the fight, and maybe, just maybe, if it had been a 5-round championship fight, the story might have been different. But in a 3-round bout, it was too little, too late. The judges' scorecards told the whole story. A clean sweep. 30-20 for Aliyev. To make matters worse, Rock didn't exactly win any points for sportsmanship. As the decision was being read, he just walked out of the cage. It was a move that many are calling classless, and it certainly didn't help his case with the already disappointed fans. Speaking of the fans, they were not holding back online. The reaction was brutal. After all, the hype Pimblet had generated. People were expecting a star in the making. Instead, they got a one-sided defeat. Comments flooded social media. One person wrote, "No need to waste time with this Shamrock guy. Cut him."
Another chimed in, "Nothing better than seeing a loud-mouthed Scouser fraud get fraud-checked."
Shem Rock got cooked. The term fraud-checked was thrown around a lot, which is pretty harsh for a debut. Let's be real. It's his first fight in the big leagues against a tough, undefeated opponent, calling for him to be cut. Ori seems a bit premature. The UFC usually gives fighters more than one chance to prove their worth. Shamrock will almost certainly get another opportunity to show everyone that his disastrous debut in Qatar was just a fluke and not a true measure of his skill. But one thing is for sure, the pressure is now on. He'll have to deliver a massive performance next time out to silence the critics and prove he belongs in the UFC. What do you guys think? Was it just first-time jitters, or is the hype not real? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more MMA updates.